Fertiliser runoff is a problem in the UK and worldwide. Runoff contains a wide variety of dangerous chemicals including nitrate ions, phosphate ions and ammonium ions. Eutrophication is one of the most problematic pollutions and is caused by these nutrients.
Considering the negative effects of phosphate and nitrate pollution to humans and the environment, we have done extensive research and discovered many useful techniques to remove pollutants from the fertiliser runoff effectively. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Katie, and we are Team SOS, which stands for Save Our Seas, and our idea is to put in place a filtration system which would be positioned at the end of crop fields by bodies of water.
It's self-sufficient and the majority lies underground, so it will not spoil the view of our beautiful environment.
Due to its unique design, the fertiliser goes through 4 effective filtration stages which are all designed to remove chemicals which are harmful to our waters, whilst ensuring that the system itself has no negative impacts on the environment. Okay. Due to a rise in nitrogen from fertilisers in the seas, there is a reduced concentration of oxygen which affects water quality and marine life. An oversupply of inorganic nitrogen and phosphate in runoff compounds causes an increased nitrification, oxygen demand and eutrophication, along with the formation of toxic unionized ammonia. Oxygen deficiency also causes the production of hydrosulfides, which are highly toxic, and low oxygen prevents the development of fish eggs, which can lead to a decreased fish population. Therefore, in order to combat these problems caused by fertiliser, we designed a filtration system which would prevent the harmful compounds in fertiliser runoff reaching the water. We aim to remove ammonium ions, nitrate ions and phosphate ions, all of which are extremely dangerous to aquatic life and ecosystems. We've designed a 4-tank system which would allow all of these harmful chemicals to be removed once it has passed through all 4 tanks. These include a dilution tank, and then it goes into a water softener tank. Once it's gone through that, it then goes into a reverse osmosis tank, and then follows into an electrocoagulation tank, and then out into sea. Firstly, there is a drain positioned between the end of the field and the sea, lake or river. This would be the only visible part of the drain at the top of the filter system. The fertiliser will enter the pipes through the drain at the top and the sides where there are holes. Once it has entered the drain, it will then filter through into the pipes where it can be transferred into the tanks and then have all the harmful chemicals filtered out. It then goes into the funnel and into tank 1, which is dilution. Fertiliser caught by the drain is then mixed with water, which can either be from the river or from the water mains. If connected to the lake or sea, it would allow the system to also filter out any harmful ions already present, which would help reduce the damage further. The dilution makes the concentration less and allows a larger volume of the solution to be filtered. It then goes into tank 2, water softener. Water softener resin is used to remove ammonium ions. This will make the water a more habitable environment for organisms. The resin beads provide ion exchange, so the hardness of the water trades with the resin ions. Once ammonium is removed, the solution is sent into tank 3, which is reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis. This provides an effective nitrate removal technique. This technique uses a semi-permeable membrane as a way to selectively remove various inorganics within the water. Pressure is applied, which forces it through the membrane. The pressure is caused by a pump which forces the solution through this partially permeable membrane. and this technique is estimated to remove between 85 and 95% of nitrate ions. Also, there is a hydroelectric generator which can be placed inside the tank. In order to maintain the pump and to force water through, it will need to be in a hydroelectric generator, which will then reduce costs. Once through, it then goes into electrocoagulation. This uses the method of removing phosphate and various solids in the water. Electrocoagulation uses a tank with a cathode and an anode. The anode means that metal ions are sent into the water, and the cathode means that the water is hydrolyzed and little bubbles of hydrogen gas are released. It also produces OH- ions. Again, the anode releases metal ions into the water. These then react together and electrons flow freely from the cathode to the anode, which destabilise the surface charge in the water. The metal reacts with the OH groups, which attract other contaminants suspended in the liquid. Solids are also attracted to the flock because of the destabilised surface charge. Hydrogen gas helps to separate and lift the solid product, meaning the phosphorus is filtered out. This safe water can then be sent back to the sea and prevents eutrophication and marine dead zone creation by runoff. This will increase biodiversity within the aquatic ecosystem. The whole system is powered by various hydroelectric generators placed within the pipes and tanks. This means that no energy is wasted and it will reduce costs, making it far more appealing to farmers by bodies of water needing to use this system. We are Team SOS, which stands for Save Our Seas, and we have created a fertiliser filtration system which could potentially mean more biodiversity in our seas. Thank you for listening.